Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday Night Speedrunning here on the Nakapi stream. Yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of setup as we get started today, because apparently I am woefully underprepared, but I think I know why. Yeah, let's get into it somehow. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. My Spotify hotkey still isn't working. Although, no, I don't know. That's connected to everything else. My camera's a bit off, isn't it? That's better, or maybe I'm not. It's lagging really badly. Oh crikey! I'm seeing loads of dropped frames and stuff. Yeah, I can see that too. Why would that be happening? Yeah, I'm getting loads of dropped frames. What the hell? Now, is that dropped frames due to I actually don't know where I need my stats doc. Drop frames network. Okay, so this is a network issue. That's not hopeful. Okay. That's a lot worrying. So, as you may have guessed, there's been a big change. The big change is I have got a new home network. I've swapped network providers, and I'm now on a new network. So all of the reasons why OBS isn't connected to StreamerBot is because now I'm going to have a different IP address. Now, why I'm getting loads of drop frames on OBS, that I'm not sure. The new internet should be more than good enough to stream, so that's a little worrying. And the drop frames are continuing. Yeah, I am going to check my internet speed right now. That's a good idea. I mean, the downloads have been absolutely fine. You know, it's good. It's good internet. It's cheap. It's cheaper than what I was on, which is why I've changed. Right. Speed test. Run speed test. Let's have a quick look. Testing download. Are you connected to something? Okay, according to this internet speed test, I have got a 4 megabyte per second download speed and a 5 megabyte per second upload speed. That is not correct. That is not what I should be getting. So my internet connection is slow. Why is my internet connection slow? That's not good. That's not good at all. That is really ridiculously slow. It should not be happening. All right, I'm gonna go and check my router. I wonder if there's something wrong there. So I am gonna stop the stream, but we will be back. Don't worry. I'll see you all soon. Words, but immediately I'm seeing dropped frames again. I've just done a speed test after reconnecting. Apparently streaming with OBS is just completely destroying my internet speed. It's something to do with OBS completely balking it. What the frick? This is worrying. if I can't, if I can't, if I let's, I've got a load of other stuff open. I'm gonna just try and close a load of stuff. I wonder if there's something else that might. Yeah, when I run another speed test, my internet's a bit right. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this. If anyone has ideas, please let me go. OBS tanks network speed. This is weird. I've not come across this before. It's not the router though. That's the thing. Heidi's currently downstairs. Heidi's currently downstairs watching TV, and there's no problem with that. And if I run an internet speed test on my phone, absolutely fine. So my phone speed is fine, and my phone is connected to the network. It's got nothing to do with the network. But as soon as I switch OBS on, everything gets tanked. I wonder if I need to do a. I don't think my PC updated. I wonder if I need to just Heidi had some massive problems with the internet. When I then got back onto her, so maybe I might just do a quick network reset. So this is probably going to stop completely tanked. What is going on? I have no idea. I'm presumably still god awful. I'm trying to load up the stream so I can have a look myself. Oh god. Oh god, yeah, I'm jumping all over the place. What the fuck? This is bizarre. I've never. Okay, I'd reset it and it put it down as a private network. Let me try. There's a few things I can change. Okay, seemingly stable. I wonder. I haven't got the YouTube. Sorry, I'm hearing myself back. I haven't got the YouTube. I've got YouTube Shorts on. But I haven't got the main YouTube one on. I'm gonna switch that. I wonder if that's what the problem is. Let's see what happens. I've now turned normal YouTube on. I turned normal YouTube on and it tanks. I turn normal YouTube off. And we seem to be stable again. Okay, so I need to have a look at... Yeah? Folks in agreement? Yeah. Okay, so apparently I can't stream to both. I can't stream. I say I've got it's YouTube streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the moment completely throttles it, which is bizarre because never did that before. Using the main encoder. Yeah, it seems like it's when I do that, it's sending too much. I'm streaming to YouTube Shorts right now. Hey, YouTube Shorts. So yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube Shorts and it's absolutely fine. So, I wonder if it's got something to, I'm going to try. I've got something else to try because I've got Twitch enhanced broadcasting on. And when I go to my, when I go to the YouTube settings, I get the option of which encoder I send. So it might just be that I can't send. Maybe my upload speed just is not going to be anywhere near as good for this. So let me settings. I might have to. I'm gonna have to stop. It should be. Then it should be because it's not a huge. It is the internet that I've got is a slight downgrade from what I had, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper, and we're trying to save money, and we're saving a lot of money with various other things as well. But it should still be. It's still but it's still super fast broadband that should be hitting it. But it's weird because it's the upload speed that's causing the problem, not something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly stop streaming again, just so that I can, because Twitch enhanced broadcasting, I can see. In fact, you can see if you're watching on Twitch right now, you can click on the little cog to look at settings, and you can see that you've got 1080p, 720, 480, 360, 160. You've got so many different options. So I'm broadcasting all of those. So I think that's what I need to do. I need to turn this. I've got to stop streaming to do this. So I will be right back. There we go. Okay. So we should now be back. Everything should be fine. However, you should now only have two options. Wow. And the two options are 720p and 360. I should not be streaming at 720. But presumably now, if I click YouTube, it shouldn't all just go to pot. We seem to be stable. But I'm only streaming at 720 now. So yeah, here's the rub. Here's the thing that Twitch enhanced broadcasting doesn't really deal with. So yeah, the reason this is all happening is because the upload speed for my computer, the upload speed for my internet is not as good as the upload speed I used to have. So what the thing with Twitch enhanced broadcasting is Twitch enhanced broadcasting can be absolutely fine. It can go, yeah, we can do all of this, but it doesn't take into consideration, what if you're also uploading something else? And of course, I'm uploading 3 times. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to close this down. Probably not use Twitch enhanced broadcasting because I don't want to stream in 720. Yeah, so we're gonna stop again, quickly fix this, and then go back. I might be able to. How's a hype train? What? A bomb incoming? But I haven't got. Oh God, nothing's working. Eagle, nothing's working. You're not gonna have anything happen.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses?
You're gonna get.
You point a weapon at your own brother?
Yeah, it did. I mean. Thank you so much for the bunch of gift subscriptions. It's really, really kind. Unfortunately, we're currently in a state where nothing's working. So you don't get to see anything happen. Right, I am going to stop the stream and try and fix the next bit, okay? Okay, I was trying to move away from Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting and not use it, but it won't let me not use it. Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube was still going. YouTube was still sending, that's why. Whoops. That's why I couldn't affect anything. Okay. But now we should be back. We should be back with all 3 streams, and I can see if I go to my settings, if I go to my YouTube output settings through the multiple streamer, I get told how many video encode indexes I'm sending out. I've changed it to 1. There's only 1 going out now, and it's at 6,000 kilobits per second. That's it. So I just need to. That is why I'm spamming. Anyone who's on Discord, I do apologize. Yeah, everything has been going wrong. Big apologies for the spam. I really should have tried to get rid of that. Right. Next thing's next. Let's get OBS and StreamerBot sorted. Okay, so we do have a solution. Yeah, it was just simply, why is this light turned off? It was just simply my internet upload speed is not as good, and I had everything cranked too far. And as I said, if you use Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting, that's fine. It will go, yeah, you can do all of this, and your upload speed will allow you to do this. But then it doesn't leave you any space to for anything else. So if you're going to use Twitch Enhanced Broadcasting, make sure that, but you also want to stream to other platforms at the same time, make sure you throttle your bitrate. If you just leave it on auto, then it's just going to use it all up, and that's where it was going wrong. And then when I changed it to 2 to only send out 2, I gave it 10,000 kilobits per second to work with. And it only sent, and the 2 that it sent out were 720 and 360. So you don't get to choose. Like I'd rather have some sort of toggle that says I'd like to send out the best possible and use up any left over for anything else. There must be a sweet spot. I'll have to have a look at what the 720 and 1080 are, so that I can just give Twitch Enhanced Broadcast enough to send out those 2, because it's useful for everyone to have those options, and then see if I can still do YouTube on the side. Yeah, it is just simply my internet upload speed is nowhere near as good as it used to be. Right, let's get this fixed. So the reason why nothing is working on stream is because I'm now on a new network. My computer has a new IP address, so my WebSocket is different. So I just need to update my yep, nothing's gonna work until I fix it all. Oh my god. You're gonna hear sounds because it's still triggering sounds. Wait, there's a hype train mentioned at level 2. Thank you. Right, let me it appears that an output stream is currently active. You sure you want to show? Yes, show my connection information. Yeah, don't worry. I will try and play. You can still play sounds because sounds are done differently. But obviously you won't get the little bit that comes up. Right. I have my connection settings. Edit. Right. Version 5. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. I have a different IP address. Connect. Connected. There you go. Right. Go nuts. Hopefully that's all back now. I do have the action.
You came in handy.
Yay!
As bait.
There we go. We are now reconnected to StreamerBot. Phew. Right, let me let's re-trigger. So I can't re-trigger all of these because wait. Yeah, I don't have the I don't have the trigger for for the gifts, the gift subs. That trigger's not here, which is weird. I wonder if I closed. I wonder if that was because it was before stream. I don't know. Don't know why that's not there. Anyway, we should be good. We should be good now. Everything should be. We should be back to normal, ish. Oh dear. What a start. At least it's fixed. At least we're good. We're now back. I'm just gonna check. I'm definitely live on YouTube in both locations. Woo! If I do that, I see my head spin. Oh, helps if I'm looking at it live, doesn't it? Yeah, that's live. Okay, so we're good. Apparently the gifted subs, according to StreamerBot, the gifted subs never happened. I think. Let me. I can do it. I have to write it in. But I think I can do it. So when you use it, I need to check. I need to check what these would be. Where is it? Right. So name of user is Sergeant Eagle. And we also need a number of subs. What's the gift? What's that? Alert text there. Sub bomb count. So put in sub bomb count, and how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right in thinking it was 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Right. Hopefully, I can redo it myself. Test trigger.
A message from SGDQ who has just gifted 5 subs. Percent raw input percent.
Oh, I didn't do
Thanks,
that.
SGDQ. If you got a gift sub, be sure to thank them.
I didn't do that bit. I didn't do the. I forgot the raw input percent one. Damn it. That raw input percent, it would be whatever you said when you did it. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. That worked. All right. I need to go and close my door again. So I'm just going to go close my door. Hopefully closing my door hasn't now like completely balked my internet further. Yes. I've massively underestimated how much worse this new internet is than to my old internet. But it's so much cheaper. We were with Virgin Media. And it was fairly expensive. We didn't watch much of the TV, but now I'm with EE on my phone. I've been an EE mobile customer for years. And they contacted me to say they've got this new they've got this offer on at the moment. The first 3 months are free. We get the first 6 months of TV for just £1. Overall it's going to end up being cheaper, but on top of that, because I'm already an EE mobile customer, my data on my phone is now upgraded to be unlimited. So it did have a cap. It's now unlimited because I've got both. We're getting Heidi a new SIM card as part of my stuff, where she gets unlimited text and all of that for just a tenner a month instead of the 30 quid a month she's currently paying. Nice. I like that. So yeah, and Virgin's customer service sucks. The faff we had trying to get set up in this house. Like all we were doing was moving over. We were just moving over. And it was right freaking pain in the arse. Terrible. Right. Hopefully there's no more surprises. I'm sure at some point we're going to find something that still doesn't work. It's weird. You know what? It's weird though, because maybe I hadn't been using. No, I bet I hadn't set up the WebSocket. I've been doing Pixel Perfect. Wow, blast from the past. I've been doing Speedrun Tours UK stuff, and I've been using OBS. Or I had OBS open to look at browser sources and stuff, but browser sources are all done online. It's all done through the internet. It's not done through WebSockets. But I'm guessing the WebSocket was not connected. I'll have to check that next time I go on. But yeah, completely forgot as well that, yeah, set up with a new network and you can have a brand new IP address. Again, the other, can we get a mandatory shirt check? I'm wearing my Captain America Civil War shirt today. There we go. Woo. With a nice blue shirt over the top to go with it. Cool. I'm sure at some point we'll find something else that doesn't work. The next thing that I should really do is we should fix this. We should fix my face, because my face looks terrible right now, doesn't it? I'm sure you'll agree my face looks awful. So let's fix my face. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn off auto exposure. That already looks better. We're going to turn off auto white balance. We're going to adjust that white balance. I've got a bit more color and adjust that gain. That looks better. Add a slight bit of, bit too much contrast, slight bit of contrast, slight bit of sharpness. That looks better. I need to do the same for the front cam. So, we'll have a quick look at the, gotta push that again. Why is that not working? Oh, of course, most of the bloody, my Stream Deck none of my Stream Deck WebSockets are gonna, none of my Stream Deck WebSockets are gonna work, apparently. Oh, no, that's because that Stream Deck, wait, what? No, because I've been changing scenes. I've been changing scenes without any problems. That's because of an older problem which I hadn't gone back and changed. That was because I moved all of my cameras into a folder. Hey, Lindblom. I moved all of my cameras into a folder so that I could apply camera effects to everything, and I hadn't affected this button on my Stream Deck to change. So right now you see now I'm really freaking bright. So we better fix that one as well. This is what I have to do every time I start a stream. I have to come in and I have to do all of these settings manually because OBS for some reason, I'm sure there was an update at some point that was supposed to fix it so that it all happened automatically. Or it saved whatever you did last time. That's a bit too colored. There we go. And there we go. Knock that game. That's a bit better. Sharpness a little bit. Slight bit of contrast. There we go. Doesn't make me look so pale. I'm already a pasty white boy. I don't need any more than that. Right, I think we're good. I think we might finally be good. Oh my god. Starting streams is fun. I'm just an hour in. So yeah, huge apologies to anyone on my Discord server who's just been absolutely spammed with go live notifications. I haven't even posted to like Blue Sky or anything to say that I'm live, which I'm not going to now. It's too late. We're just gonna go on with it. I've still got more stuff to set up when I'm not ready yet. Tell you what, I'll clue you in. We can have a watch as to what's going on. So here we are on my desktop. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I got around to doing all the chapters today. There's a lot of chapters. But yeah, I'm hoping that MGS3 speedrun tutorial is really helpful for people. The person that I'm specifically teaching for Speedrumizer had some issues, and they're now having to play on PS3 because turns out I massively underestimated just how old their PC could be, and their PC does not hit the minimum requirements for the Master Collection. So yeah, that having to play on PS3 instead. And having to buy a capture card because they haven't got a capture card. I haven't even touched my game yet. I want to get this week out of the way. It's GDQ submission week, which is coming to a close. Right, let's this here as you can see right here. This is live split. Oh, you got Sons of Liberty for Speedrun. What? As you've had Sons of Liberty before for Speedrun? Because because there's a oh no, Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2 is also being run for Speedrun this year. Oh, the person is called... Oh, sorry, I saw Sol and immediately went Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 2. Sorry. Sorry, you got Sol for Speedrun. Yeah, I got... oh, what's the name of it? Jade Cocoon. Which is interesting. Anyway, here is... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I know who you mean. Sol. This is live split. This is live split for the tutorial. If you've seen the tutorial stream, you've seen that tutorial video. This is what live split was doing throughout the whole thing, which is not what we want. So we're gonna swap this. We're gonna swap over to. Oh god, I hope this saved. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to redo this. Change this again. Klonoa, 80% support. It did not save, so I've now got to change some of this. Because I was doing testing for room splits for this, so now I'm going to do this as well again. So we need to, and for some reason didn't create a separate file because I'm an idiot. So get rid of that. Remove. Get rid of that. Remove. Jungle slider. Get rid of that. Remove it. Luckily, I didn't do it for the whole game, only up to there. So that should be fine. And then edit layout. I think I can keep them as subsplits. I don't think it actually matters that they're now that it's subsplits instead of splits. Remove that. And now that should be correct. If you're watching horizontally, you won't ever see this timer at the bottom that's in grey. You won't ever see that timer. You're teaching them Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. Wait, Odyssey's fine for speedrunning, right? It's Exodus that's like massive RNG, really dangerous. If I recall correctly from my time chatting with people for Misfit Mascot Relay. That Misfit Mascot Relay's back. Yeah, none of the games or anything that I've run and what with Jay Cocoon, I don't really have time. But that'd be cool. Right, where else are we going? Loads more notifications. Right, I think I can leave all of that. Honestly, smaller than Exodus. All I remember is like when people were voting in the Misfit Mascot Relay for what games to run. Some people really wanted Abe's Exodus. And people were just saying, no, you can't put Abe's Exodus into a relay because it's something like there's one big trick in Abe's Exodus. You get one chance at it, and if you fail because of RNG, you lose like 40 minutes or something. I'm pretty sure that was what I was told about Abe's Exodus. But at the very least, Abe's Exodus is like not safe for marathons and stuff. Because of it. Right, what am I doing? What else do I need to do? I need to move my camera. I'm not centered. I don't like not being centered. That's better. Oh, fair enough. I haven't taken part in MMR for quite a few events. The last event that I ran in MMR, I missed my slot because I wasn't keeping an eye on Discord. I just haven't ran in an event since. Not specifically because of that. It was all fine. We patched things up, but I just haven't had I've had loads of other stuff on. So, 80% no major glitches is fine. Okie dokie. Right. So that Klonoa should now be fine. I don't want to open Steam yet. Problem is we're running Klonoa and we're running support mode. which means, oh, these are, oh, that's the other thing. 109 doesn't sound, this says I've got a 109. Compare against personal best game time. 109 does not sound correct. Pretty sure I don't have a 109 in this game. Let's go and check. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series. Lunatea's Veil, any percent, support mode, normal. Oh, 109.16. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. There we go. 109.16. That is my PB. So that is correct. Lovely. Lovely. But the RTA is 1 hour 32. Cool. Okay, that's fine. So now the next thing I want, oh crap, have I even got it installed? I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, we need a tool called Rewazda. This is the only game I now use Rewazda for because I got really annoyed with Rewazda because it never worked properly. I hope it works now. So if you don't know, the support mode speedruns require you to use 2 controllers because the second you map the second controller's start and square buttons are used to like do like a support mode jump, which is really important. Gives you a lot of speed and upwards acceleration, a big boosted jump. But using Rewazda, we can remap. This is what happens every time. We can remap the controller so that it all goes onto one controller. It's a bit awkward. It's been a while since I've done it. I might have to reinstall. I used to find I had to reinstall. I had to uninstall and reinstall Rewazda every time because it would do this thing where it's just like, oh, we don't have permission or something to load, and I don't know why. Rewazda's just the annoying thing is I paid for Rewazda, and it's just a bit shit. It used to work perfectly, but then some update came along and it ran into the. It was either an update for Rewazda came along, or more likely an update for Windows came along, and it started doing this. As you can see, it just doesn't do anything, and I'll get some error message in a second that says, "Oh, it doesn't work." But luckily, I should be able to uninstall it. Yeah. I've run it as an administrator. It helps me to check the rules of my firewall, switch Defender and antivirus off temporarily. Like, I've done all of this before. It's not this. It says I've got an unverified license. That's not correct. I'm just going to uninstall it. Uninstall it, download it fresh, reinstall it, and see if I can get it to work. Uninstall Rewazda. Hopefully, as I say, it should. There we go. Nahimic service is active in your system. What? Mainly to visual defects in WPF, including Rewazda. Nahimic service? What the hell's that? I've never heard of that. All right, let's check services. Nahimic. Anyone heard of Nahimic service? Is that something anyone knows? Did you need to check? Make sure I've got my YouTube chats are actually working and I'm connected to them. I know Ryan's wig said right at the start I'm only human. So if you're still there, Ryan's wig, I did recognize that you're there. Right. Anyway, where's this Nahimic service? What the hell? The hell is this? Windows System 32 Nahimic service. I mean, before I uninstall, I'll try disabling this and see what it does. Nahimic service. Nahimic service is a virus. It's not a virus. It's an audio software. Nahimic is literally malware. This PowerShell script allows you to uninstall Nahimic. Okay, so apparently this Nahimic thing is terrible. Right, I've stopped it. And I guess whilst I'm here, I'm going to change it to disabled so it doesn't start up again. Right. Now that we've disabled it, let's cancel this for the moment and rerun Rewazda. I'll still run it as administrator and just see if that's it. That might be the fix. We've got a preparing screen straight away. If this is it, they've now figured it out. We didn't have that preparing thing before. Nah, but it's still not going to work, is it? I've never heard of this Nahimic thing, and apparently I have it and it's fucking everything up. Still not going to do it though. Yeah, mum. Nope. Fine. I'll go with my original plan then. Oh, I should still have it here. Right. Uninstall. It's okay. I just need to reinstall that. Right. There we go. Remove my settings and activation info, but don't remove my configs and profiles. So I'm going to have fresh slate of settings, but I don't lose all of my, No, I don't want to. I'm streaming live. I don't want to start again from scratch. I'm going to see if we can get away with not restarting from scratch. It's been a while since I've used it, so I think pretty sure if I just download the free trial, I can then add it there. We'll see if we can get away with not having to do it. I mean, they're on 9.1 now, so presumably it's had some updates. Yeah, when Rewazda works, it's fantastic. It is easily the best remapping software out there. No shadow of a doubt. It's just quite often it doesn't work, which obviously is not good. That's not what you want. You want your software, particularly software you paid for, to work. I paid for this because I was able to then have rapid fire and stuff like that. I've not heard of Xpadder. Does Xpadder allow you to map controller port 2 onto controller port 1? I tried doing it in Steam Input, and there's no way of doing it in Steam Input. But Rewazda is the only thing that I've found in the past that allows you to map one controller button to more than one controller to the same controller. So the way that I have to have it work, because Klonoa 2 is also really awkward, and Klonoa 2 detects your keyboard and your controller as player 1. They're both the same. It detects, but you can swap in between player 1 and player 2. If you want to use support mode on Klonoa 2 or Klonoa 1 on anything on the Fantasy Reverie series, you have to have 2 controllers plugged in. So the way that I have to have it set up is I set it so that I have my controller, for the most part, is set up as though it's keyboard buttons. I have a couple of buttons on my keyboard assigned to be controller buttons so that it detects those buttons on my keyboard as controller 1. And then when I use the buttons that I've assigned as buttons on my controller, they're detected as controller 2. So my controller plays the game as though it's a keyboard, except for the 2 buttons that I do still also assign to it as buttons, and they're assigned as buttons. And that's controller 2. It's so annoyingly annoying. Oh, it needs me to restart my computer. I don't want to. Let's have a quick look at this Xpadder. Xpadder allows you to map keyboard keys and mouse button actions to your game controller buttons. Mouse pointing to your game controller sticks. Combination sequences triggers multiple control Shift 6 multiple controllers and more. I do have to purchase it. I'd rather not have to buy something else. But that does sound promising. That does sound promising. Oh, wait. XPad of 5.7 is free. So hang on, which is it then? This is the official home of XPadder. But which is it? Unless presumably there's more than... No, xpadder.com, xpadder.org. I guess I'll down... I guess I'll try this one. This is XPadder 5.7. OrgWorks comes as a zip. Cool. Okie dokie. We'll try this. Oh, and a self. Yeah, that's okay. It will be Klonoa eventually, hopefully. Right, here we go. XPadder. Unsupported Windows version detected. Program requires advanced features that are only... Okay, so do I need to... Properties, compatibility, run this in compatibility mode for Windows 98. Is that it? Oh, detected 98. Oh, run it in compatibility mode for XP. Go away. Windows XP Service Pack 3. Right. Try again. Program location. So it's all add file association. No, do not. Right. Oh God. This looks... Right. Click new to create a layout. I've clicked new and nothing's happened. Where's my controller properties. Name wireless controller. Let's get my wireless controller out. Oh, that's just the control panel. Okay, so that's, yep. Here we go. To create a controller layout, select each tab and create the settings. Edit controller layout, select any tab and edit the settings. Each tab has a help. Okay. So image, I don't know what that is. I don't... Enabled sticks. D-pad enabled. Don't understand. It's not really doing anything. I don't understand. I'm pushing stuff on here, but nothing seems to happen. The only other thing is allow emulated keys. Because the only thing is that if this doesn't allow me to do stuff with my keyboard, then this isn't going to work either. me just make sure that this is... Yeah, okay, my controller is being picked up. That's fine. We map keyboard controls to our controller. That is what I want. Right, to create a controller layout, select each tab and create the settings. To edit a controller layout, select any tab and edit the settings. Each tab has a help button with detailed instructions. So image, do I have to do something with? I don't need an image. Sticks enabled, but I don't get like a detect. Maybe I need to run this as an administrator. Yeah, leave me alone. Right. It's a bit slow. So I click new and nothing happens. Let's say I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. That could be a good start. I say I don't seem to. Oh, let me check for no new version found. That's fine. At least it's somewhere to start. But say I come to here and go to start like doing stuff and nothing like sticks enabled. What am I supposed to? Sticks with the thumbsticks or joystick. If your controller has two sticks, then stick one is the left stick, stick to the right stick. You can only enable stick 2 or stick 1. Pick the stick 1 or stick 2 box to add the stick. If you ask to move the sticks, the settings can be detected. I've enabled it and I'm not being told anything. Maybe I do have to pick an image. I don't know. Let's go with whatever that is. I don't have an image. It doesn't seem like I can. I get the feeling that yeah, this. I get the feeling that this just isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Something is wrong. Show controller, show taskbar. Maybe this doesn't work with Windows 11. Let me try. Try the compatibility. Running as an admin didn't work. Reduce color modes. Let's try Windows Vista. Run this program as administrator. Use legacy display. Yeah, let's try some of these. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the let's have a look at what Limblom sent me. Probably shouldn't have all of that open. Let's extract. Let's extract all. Yeah, that's fine. Right. So let's go open. Cannot open. Controller's file was saved by a newer version and cannot be opened. Right, that suggests, therefore, that this version, it's a supported OS here, Windows 11. This suggests get out of the way. This suggests to me that this is like an old version of this. Start without compatibility. It doesn't work without compatibility. I'll try, but don't run it in compatibility mode. Oh, now it does work. Except it's still. Oh, there's a version of Xpadder within the. Oh. Hang on. No, not that one. You know what? I hate the Windows. I hate the Windows Explorer now supports tabs, but it doesn't automatically open stuff in new tabs. It's really annoying. Right. Ah, there's no. Oh, here we go. Oh, this program is already running from somewhere else. Wait, it's still running. Oh, it's still running in the background. It won't close. It won't go away. Why won't you leave? It won't leave me alone. Close. Okay. Let's task manager this shit. I wonder if that might have had something to do with stuff not working. Because it wasn't actually closed. Wait, Xpad, it's not here. Xpad, there we go. End task. There we go, right. Okay, so let's try running this. Oh, this looks different. Okay. We might be getting somewhere. Bloody hell. Right, let's open. Oh! This looks much better. Can we make? I can't make it bigger. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Right, go away you. Go away this. Right. Okay, this is good. This is good. Right. I think I am however gonna start from scratch. Right, new. Oh, look at it. Oh, here we go. So users can just use gamepad viewer to show inputs. Cool. Right. So we don't need. Okay, I assume the image is the controller. Yes. Here we go. Right. Right. So now for this. Actually, I want to set to. So can I just push W and write? Yeah, gotcha. Thanks. Right, so I've detected. So do I now just change this to W, D, S, and A? Is that how this works? Okay, these are just the slots. This certainly is a stream, isn't it? Okay, so this is the I see. This is the image, right? So I've enabled my D-pad, but now how? As I say, how do I now? Oh, do I need? There was a setting for emulate keyboard, wasn't there? Use X input, show controller and button animations, process non-selected controls automatically. Then there doesn't appear to be a theme, language, controllers, auto profile. There now doesn't appear to be a keyboard button option. But there was before. Not this. Notice a single spelling mistake in the VIP reward. Oh, what's that? Right, let's try. Tell you what, let's try opening. Do not save. Let's try opening this. Seeing what this does. It's the only thing that I'm seeing here. The only thing I'm seeing here is there's nothing for keyboards. If you click on a button, you can map. Oh, you do that bit here. Okay, that now makes more sense. Right, that's where I'm going horribly, horribly wrong. Gotcha. Cool. The only thing I've got now then is I don't think there's a way of me use turbo map two buttons at once. Oh yeah, gotcha. The thing that I need to be able to do is either map a second controller onto this, so it detects that it's player 2, or so it's advanced assignments, toggle, turbo, rumble, set selector. No, I don't think that's going to be it. Hold zone, cycle stop, release zone, distance zone, tap times. Okay, I get all of that. But what I don't think is the controls change when yeah. What I don't think I have the option to do here is we've got this controller layout. I don't think I have the option to do is to change my keyboard. Unless I can plug another... Unless like I can plug another controller in. And then have that controller's buttons get assigned to this one. This is the... Yeah. Because I'm not actually sure how I add a... The animations are cool. See here, when we go sticks, I now need to try and... Yeah. No, it's good. Don't get me wrong. This is good. This is cool. This is one of the coolest looking ones that I've ever seen. But it's still not. Yeah, it's still not quite got the functionality. I might have a twinkle around with that at some point though. It's still not quite got the functionality that I might need for it. As you can't control keyboards with it. I think I'm gonna have to restart my computer. So we're gonna have to stop the stream for a minute and I'll be right back. I thought this was all gonna be a lot simpler. You should be able to hear me now, but I don't know if you could hear me before. Hopefully we're all back now. I do need to redo my cameras again. This is why I hate restarting my computer once a stream started, because then I have to redo all of my camera settings again, because OBS just will not remember them. You get a little bit behind the scenes every so often. Right. That should be fine. Okay with that one. And front cam, which is the cam you're looking at the corner right now. Configure. Oh, get out of the way, live split. Camera control. That one looks fine. The gain. That looks all right. Slight bit of sharpness. Very tiny bit. There we go. Right, cool. Right, let's try and reinstall Rewazda. That should be uninstalled. Hey, to continue it right. Agree and install. I don't care about setup options. It'll be fine. Whatever it is, just do what you need to do. Whilst we're waiting for Rewazda, I will open splits, Klonoa, normal support mode. I have to redo this again. So edit layout, remove that and remove that. Oh, which auto split is it being used? Oh, no, not that. No, I don't want that one. That one. That's the correct version. Failed to install Netcore. Try again. Download and install net. Oh my God. So I now have to install these manually because they're not installing. That should now all be fine. Save layout. No, don't move up. Remove. No, undo. Cancel. Start again. Remove. 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 And get rid of the curly brackets and the other room names. This is how subsplits work. The curly brackets tell like the main splits to call it one thing, whilst the stuff outside the curly brackets calls it another thing. Right. Save splits. We're done. Splits should now be fine. I do believe I have. I now have the stuff that I need to install. Yep. Install this. Christ. But if you are new to one of my streams, by the way, folks, this isn't usually what it's like. I wasn't expecting this to be this bad today. We are all over the frickin' place. We are, at least we're live. At least we're live, which is better than we were at the start. Oh, my stream anniversary is coming up, apparently. Right, so I've done one. I'm just waiting for the other one to download. Apparently, it's really slow. Oh, I'm dropping frames again. Is that because my settings haven't saved? No, I think it's just stabilizing. It's probably because I'm also downloading as well. Oh, I've got to start again. This is only a pain in the arse if you want to run support mode. The other option with support mode is do it using 2 controllers. That's what I used to do when I played on PS2. But you don't have to. You can also run standard mode rather than support mode. It's slower and you don't get as many cool tricks. But you don't have to go through any of this if you want to do it in the way that I'm doing. I've just got to wait for the file keeps failing to download, which isn't helpful. I've got another ping out to all of my Discord to say that I'm now live. So again, apologies for anyone for that. Apparently 20 seconds. Ugh. This will all be fine if Rewazda installs and stays installed. This is always the problem. Like, it just doesn't it just doesn't work properly. Right. It's finished downloading. Install desktop runtime. The fact that there's a load of new stuff here suggests to me that there's clearly been some update to Rewazda. So just restart. No, for fuck's sake. Why? I've just got set back up. I'll be back in a few minutes. So, right. Save splits. Save layout. Everything's saved. I'll be back. Right, hang on. Before I do anything else, actions, stream. I have an action here where go live. Where's and it disable? Right, go live is no more Discord messages. I'll be right back. We're back. Should be back. I don't have all of my lights. For some reason, when my computer restarts, it's because my monitor loses connection. It my monitor restarts, and I believe both of my floodlights are plugged into my monitor for power. So when my monitor turns off, it switches the lights off, but it only switches one of them off. I don't know if it's because the other one's plugged into something else. Once again, we have to do the camera. Try and speedrun this a little bit. That'll do. Not gonna make it look too pretty. We're just trying to speed run this a little bit. Do. Okay, it's all just about like stopping it from having its own exposure. How close are we? All depends on what happens now. All depends on what happens when I open Rewazda. The game map mapping service is not installed. Some functions. Okay, I'll install that. This is where I've had problem. This is now looking familiar problems where. Please, fucking. How many more time? What?
Metal Gear Solid wants Nick to strike a pose. Furious Motorist. Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Is that if after all that actually worked? What the frick? What? So for those who want to know why I'm laughing, if you click the link to go to my Discord and see the photo, that's the photo it just took. Clearly something is that the place that photo was taken and where it's then pulling the photo from are not the same place. I need to fix that. This is why I stopped, because just every time I try to use Rewazda, it completely fucks up. It's so bad. I do not understand how this piece of software is this bad. You know, and apparently it's every single time I do anything. Oh, you got to restart your computer. Oh, you got to restart your computer. Oh, you got to restart your computer. Like that X-Pad will work straight away. Straight away. I was like, yep, I'm loaded. We're good. We can go. Like what? This is so poor. We detected an old version of Rewazda located to avoid conflicts and ensure the old version should be uninstalled. The system will then restart. We can't keep doing this. All right, we should now be live again. We should now be live. Okay. Welcome. Welcome, folks. Holy shit. We might have finally done it. We might actually be able to run this goddamn game. Kill the app and start the stream in OBS. Right. Now all I gotta do is remember how I do this. Because I have to do stuff in a certain order. I'm not gonna like change everything and I still send a new going live. I still sent a new going live notification. I'm so sorry. That means that this didn't save and my going live is yeah, it's not disabled. Okay. Anyway, enough with the music. I don't know why that started. It can't pick up the stream set. Yeah. Right. Now to try and do this bit. What do you mean you're unable to sync? It says you're up to date. Oh, forget play. We'll see what happens. What the bloody hell it's complaining about. Right. I have my Klonoa config set up. And this is now set up. I might have done that too late. Right, it's numpad plus. Okay. So if this all works correctly, what I should do now is I should hit plus. There we go. Okay. I've hit plus on my keyboard and it's detected a controller. I think I might have actually done this. Apparently square is activate for some, like, confirm for some reason. Okay, my story's absolutely fine. We might be good. That bit works. Okay. I can jump. I can shoot. All of those buttons work as I'm expecting them to. That pauses. Player 2 support X. Pop goes out. Success! We have success! It is done! I have it set up. This is all happening on this one controller. Oh. Beautiful. Oh dear. No, it's not that it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't have native controller support. It absolutely does have native controller support. What it is. Oh, and I've got to be able to. My FPS has to be. I think. Actually, I need to double check whether my FPS has to be 60. They might have changed that. It's not that it doesn't have native support. It's that this action controlling Popka. So Popka's the little dog. So if I hit L2. He pops out in and out. And if I hit L1 or R2, he does this boost up in the air. That's being done with the second controller. So it's what the game is doing it's detecting my controller as controller 2. And that's how Popka is controlled. Because the idea being is, like, you have player 1 playing as normal, and then player 2's on a second controller, you know, giving you a little boost whenever you need it. But when it came to the PC port, I was like, oh, great, we finally have a way of mapping this. So I don't have to try and... It was so awkward having to have another controller lying on my desk, and, like, I had to hold my controller like this and tap like this. It was horrible. So the way that this now works... Part of the problem with the Fantasy Reverie series with this is it doesn't recognize the keyboard and player 1... and your first controller as 2 separate controllers. It's the same. They are interchangeable. You can play with the keyboard, you can play with the controller, and use both at the same time. Oh, and the mouse. You can use the mouse as well. So the only way to have support mode work is you have to have 2 controllers plugged in. So the way that I have my setup done, it's not cheating. The way that I have this done is, here is my controller. My controller, as you can see, apart from L1, L2, and R1, R2, which are set to buttons, every other button on my controller is set to a keyboard function. Every single button. So what it does is it tells my the game. Whenever I use my controller, it's actually telling the game, I'm using a keyboard. I'm not using a controller. I'm using my keyboard. I then, on my keyboard, have a single button, which is numpad plus, assigned to A on a controller. That is therefore telling the game that my keyboard, with that one button press is a controller. So when I first load the game, I push plus on my number pad, and that tells the game that this virtual controller that my keyboard is controller port 1. And then when I start doing stuff with this control, when I start doing L2 and R2 with this controller, it detects this as controller port 2, but all of the movement is keyboard based. It's a pain in the arse, but it works, and we finally got it working. So the only other thing I need to check, I've got my FPS meter in the bottom left corner. You can't see it because my face is covering it. It's currently running at 120 frames per second. I need to check whether or not the rules were changed for this game on speedrun.com, because originally you had to play this at 60 FPS. Show rules. Category rules. PC, Steam Deck. Game rules. Yeah, frame rate has to be consistently between 45 and 60. Yeah, the easiest way of them fixing this would have been to have some sort of controller select, and to say that your keyboard and your controller are two different things, and that would have been absolutely fine. There would be no need for all of this bullshit. But for some reason, when they did this port, they decided that your keyboard and your controller are the same thing, and they're both player 1 at the same time, and that's a pain in the fucking arse, as you can probably imagine. Right, so I now need to be able to manage the frame rate. Luckily, we've been doing this recently for another game, for Crash Bandicoot. We've been doing this for Crash Bandicoot lately, so this shouldn't be too difficult. So, gaming. Elder Scrolls on. No, where is it? What? Why do you think? Why are you on Elder Scrolls Online? Does it think that I'm currently playing Elder Scrolls Online or something? It's... Why does it think I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Online? What the frick? Yeah, for some reason it thinks I'm... For some reason it thinks I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Online. How bizarre. Right. Right, I think I need to turn... No, that's not it. How did I do this before? Radeon Chill. Enable Radeon Chill, and that's going to allow me to go to 60 FPS. That should be it. We should now be running at... Nope, we're still at 120 FPS. Why are we still at 120 FPS? I've definitely ran Klonoa 2 on this PC. I think it's because it thinks I'm playing bloody Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, turn off FPS boosts. Movement-based FPS limiter to reduce power. That's what I'm... Always off. Let's turn that off. Oh yeah. The Total Biscuit does indeed like achievements. Holy shit! Where the fuck did you pull that from? That is a reference to one of my first YouTube videos. Where Total Biscuit did a video about the fact that he doesn't like achievements. And I did a video response called Why You Know Like Achievements. Right, we now have... you can't see it. Just realised again. You guys can't see it, but we do now have a solid 60 FPS. Whatever I changed has worked. We can actually play. We can actually do a run. It's only got to 7:15. We've been streaming for over 2 hours, and I can finally do a run. Oh my god. Also, unfortunately, I think your Cynical Summerford, your use of time is slightly incorrect there. You say Total Biscuit does indeed like achievements. I'm afraid if you didn't already know, that should be did indeed like achievements. Very sadly, Total Biscuit died quite a few years ago. Unless you're now going to pull a Rafiki and... no, he's not. He's alive. Rafiki, show you the way. This has gone weird, hasn't it? Right. We can actually do a run now. So, next things next. You know what time? I hope you guys know what time it is. It's time to redo my webcam. I've held off redoing them just in case. That's one. Now we do the front one. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're actually going to get to play. What a stream. This certainly has been a stream of all time. That'll do. Right. Without further ado, let us go to the speedrun stream. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum. Welcome. Papa. We did it, everybody. I'm changing the camera back. I want to look like this. We did it, everybody. It's done. We actually did it. Holy crap. Also, there was a Eli bounce at some point. Cosmic did an Eli bounce. Is that supposed to say flower clown instead of flower crown? It does say flower crown. We might have checked. Someone might have changed that. But you're probably right. I'm going to change it to flower clown. Someone might have requested that be changed to flower crown. That doesn't sound like a funny enough joke. Right, should we actually do a freaking speed run? It's been nice, wouldn't it? Only thing is I haven't got my the FPS counter isn't showing. In the FPS counter isn't showing in OBS. That's weird because that's probably because I'm not in full screen. I should have turned VSync off here. I might have done it. So I'm in windowed full screen, but I'm pretty sure if I now go to full screen. There we go. Now the FPS counter shows without me having to. Shows without me having to do anything. Holy crap. I'm not wrong though. Also, did that... I just want to know. Did, action history, Eli bounce, requeue. Oh, my settings won't have saved. My OBS settings didn't save. So when I changed the WebSocket, it wouldn't have saved. So just bear with me a second. My IP address actually isn't that much different. It's very, very close. There we go. All right. Let's frickin' do this. Why is the FPS? And the FPS counter isn't showing. Why aren't you showing FPS counter? You should be showing. I'm in full screen. There we go. Cool. It's fine that it's like this outside of gameplay. It shouldn't do anything. Right. Let's just go. New game. Do you want to overwrite it? Normal. Start mode in normal. But I hope the auto splitter works. 3, 2, 1, go. The auto splitter works.
Start.
Everything's working. We're all good. Fantastic. Right. I'm gonna get to the end. I'm gonna restart because this is also supposed to be on the off chance that this is a PB. I want this for for a GDQ submission, and this is not it. This is not good. I'm not submitting this. All I want to make sure is it doesn't like split now. No, that's fine. It hasn't split. That is what I was expecting. Right. I want to also just do a couple of things because that timer is really small. So I'm just going to knock those splits down a little bit. I'm going to give them a bit more height. And I'm going to go to that timer. Oh no, that timer was fine. It was this timer I wanted. That. Make that nice and big. We can make that. We can still make that timer at the bottom a bit bigger. And then let's go back to the split height. I'll do. Time size is really small there. Don't know why the time size is really small. That's better. That'll do. Right. Okay. Here we iddly diddly go. Everything resets. I could do with a quick... I could, however, do with a quick pee before we start. And also, say, for some reason, the... There we go. I don't know what it is that controls whether the... I've got overlays are on. So yeah, I'm going to very quick... I'm not going to go to a break or anything like that. I'm just going to quickly pop to the loo and then we'll actually get started with a run. I want to just, before we start, before I go to the loo, to anyone who has sat through the whole of this from the very start of the stream, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your perseverance, for your patience, and I don't know, for your insane resilience and fortitude to be able to just put up with this. Why are you watching? Why are you watching this? I'm gonna go to the finally, before we start, I am pretty sure the reason why the screenshot didn't work earlier is because the OBS WebSocket was incorrect again. I can test it. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna give you a freebie. Considering, well, it shouldn't be a freebie. You didn't even get it earlier. So let me run this action. Where is it? Eli points. Posed webcam screenshot. Test sugar. I don't think that came up before.
Nixia wants Nick to strike a pose. This is a test user input. Get ready. 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Now I'm pretty sure it'll work. If I go over to Stream Redemptions. There we go. Yeah. Now it works. We have the correct picture, and it's also just the webcam. It's not the whole screen. It's just the webcam now. So cool. That is why that was failing. So at least that's fixed. Right. Right. It seems like I have to I must alt tab into the game for the FPS count to come up. Right. Let's do this. As I say, this does need to be a somewhat suitable video to submit to SGDQ, particularly if it's if this is a PB. So let's do this properly. All right. Oh. Righty. Let's do this run. Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil. It's going into the demo. We'll skip that. Trying to beat my PB of 109.16. Let's see if we can do this. Wait, we're going to select new game. We're going to save over this new game. Overwrite this data. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to play normal. The reason we play normal difficulty is because this game was originally released on the PlayStation 2 all the way back in 2001. I have the PS2 version, but this is a much easier and simpler way of playing it. I say that we've had a lot of problems this evening trying to get this set up, but that's because of controllers and stuff that we'll talk about later. Excuse me. But on the PS2 version of the game, originally there were no difficulty levels, and the only difficulty level, the version on the PS2, is equal to normal on here. Easy, I actually don't think I've ever done an easy run. Hard, there's a lot of speedrun tricks you can't do in hard because you can only take one hit. So normal's still a much more interesting mode. So start the game in normal mode. It's going to start with the cinematic, and time starts as soon as I skip this cutscene. I have both the speed and skip button mapped to my R button so that we skip cutscenes nice and quickly. It doesn't actually affect the IGT. IGT pauses when there's we don't have control of Klonoa, but for RTA purposes, it does speed everything up. So 3, 2, 1, take it, Snake.
Start.
Thank you, Snake. All right, so we begin in the Sea of Tears. As you can see, I'm wearing the Pac-Man hat. There's a little bit of DLC for the game, which is nice. So we're going to get this little tutorial from Popka about grabbing moves and being able to jump with them, just like that. So we're going to keep on moving into this little cave, and we're going to grab checkpoints. I mean, the intention is not to die, but you know, you just never know. I'm going to take some hits from that. That was horrible. I think that was because I was doing a load of jumping, so we're gonna restart. I'm not dying there. That's terrible. All right, ready to reset. Are we ready to go again? That was empty. That was not empty, and it's not flat. Right, try this again. Alrighty, so Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil, part of the Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series. The remake that was released a few years ago. I'm going to save over the save file, playing on normal difficulty. That's because this matches the PS2 version of the game. The PS2 version didn't have difficulties. It was just one version of the game. And normal difficulty on the Fantasy Reverie series matches the PS2's game. In hard, there's a load of speedrun tricks we can't do, and easy is just too easy. We don't need it. So start in normal mode, and time is going to start the moment I skip this cutscene. In 3, a 2, a 1...
Start.
There we go. Snake always gets there eventually. So we start in the Sea of Tears. This is Klonoa. He is referred to as a dream traveler. So he travels between dreams and helps people. That's kind of the story. That's the basis of the story. There's not really that much else to it. That's what he does. We go into this little cave here. We're going to grab that checkpoint. The idea is not to die in the run. However, you know, on the off chance that we do, it's always good to have that backup. So going to grab that moo and throw the moo at that box. Get some health. That's lovely. And carry on. So as you can probably already see, the sort of main mechanic of this game, it's 2.5D platformer. But the main mechanic of the game is that we can grab enemies and then either throw them or jump off them. And later on in the game, we are going to come across more enemies that do other things when you grab them. So at the moment, sort of the most basic thing is we grab an enemy, or a moo, as a lot of them are called. We're going to go do a little bit of flying. This is pretty straightforward. But yeah, we grab these moos and we can either use them to do like a double jump, or we can throw them at enemies, obstacles, objects, puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles in this game. Going to go this way now. Little cutscene that we're going to be able to skip. So skip that. And moving on up. Now, you may notice in the bottom right-hand corner, I've got a little thing that says P2 support. That is the support mode function of the game. And we're now going to switch that on and start using it. So I can do this. So this is the support mode jump. And the idea with this is it's supposed to be kind of like a little helper controlled by the second controller. So when you were playing this as a kid, you know, you'd play this and then your little brother or sister wanted to help out. They grab the second controller, they push start, they get Popka out. This is the little dog that's following Klonoa. His name is Popka. And then whenever you wanted to, you get them to push the square button to make Popka jump, give you this boost up in the air. Well, we can abuse the heck out of this in the speedrun because it's really, really useful. So that's the end of the first level. We're now going to head over to this middle island. This is Baguji's Island. This is not a playable level. This is just a cutscene. Every time we come back to this area, this is going to be another cutscene. So we never actually play there. We're now going to go to the second level, Lalakusha. And no cutscenes as we get in. And this level is just lovely. I love the music. I love the way it's nice and bright. Yeah, it's just a fantastic time. It's going to use Popka to get up there. So yeah, because we are now playing on the PC version, we can use all sorts of controller configs, which are a pain to deal with. As my stream that I'm playing this to right now will understand, because we've been trying to get it prepared for a little while. But once it works, it works. So I can do everything that I need to from one controller, which is really, really handy. I used to run this on PS2. And for the PS2 version, you have a second PlayStation 2 controller lying on your desk, and you have to try and do stuff with your hands. Oh, and yeah. The loading times for the PS2 version were a lot slower. So the whole run was about an hour and 45, hour and 50 minutes on PS2. So trying to manage two controllers at the same time for that amount of time was quite taxing on your hands. So it is really nice that we have a native PC version that we can do all of these controller shenanigans. Not that it's still not a pain to set up, but once it's set up, it works wonderfully. So moving back inside of La Lancashire here. And we're going to get our first little 2.5D exploit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for him to jump. I'm going to grab him and I'm going to jump, double jump and bounce like that. And we just completely ignored the route round to the left there because we can use the 2.5D elements of the game to sort of mess around with geometry and things, and that's the power of Popka. That's the kind of trick you would not be able to do on without the support mode version. There's two versions of this speedrun: support mode, where you are allowed to use Popka, and standard, where you're not allowed to use Popka. I've always found support mode to be a little bit more interesting, a little bit more going on, because you can do all of these wonderful tricks. I mean, we've just done that one as well. One's a bit different. I do need to grab you. Actually, I don't think I needed to grab you. Oh, I've been eaten by the big worm thing. So just quickly throw that one. There we go. That's better. Here, I'm just going to wait for him to jump down and throw him. That's going to cause him to respawn, and I should be able to grab him before he jumps down again. Oh, I'm going to be careful not to take a death here. It just means I've now got this straight away. We can throw him to there and immediately hit that. It doesn't matter that he popped. And we'll throw there. So you can see, yeah, we can abuse the 2.5D nature of the game, but also the game fully embraces it. The game is fully expects you to have to deal with the fact that you're playing in a 2.5D environment. So you have that puzzle there where you're throwing objects into the background or into the foreground. And it just makes everything a little bit more interesting. I did actually... Oh. Splits are working. Splits are working, but the first one didn't split for some reason. I better keep an eye on that. That would be bad because I'm the person who created the auto split for this game. We've got our first boss. This is Fulgur the Armor Beast. Now, the thing with bosses, most bosses are in these like arenas. Oh, this is good RNG. This is very good RNG. Oh, that wasn't quite as nice. We'll throw that one there. Bosses always have these glowing weak spots, so it's nice and easy to know where you need to hit them. And they are all very typical. You tend to be in this sort of circular arena. And the thing with bosses is they're full of RNG. As I've already complained about the RNG. There's lots of RNG as to exactly where they're going to move and where enemies are going to spawn so you can grab them and stuff like that. The rest of the game, outside of boss fights, there's no RNG. Oh, I'm not quite sure why that didn't land. That absolutely should have landed. So we'll throw that one again. Fulgur's going to go into this little state here where he's just setting up for his last shot. He does a little roar, a little mechanical roar. But that is Fulgur defeated. And yeah, we can, just by tapping the button over and over again, we can just do that. So skip through all these cutscenes. We just met our main antagonist. That was Liarina and her companion Tat. We'll be seeing quite a bit of Tat in the next couple of levels. But first is back to Bagushi. As Bagushi gives us our next instructions. So the sort of overriding plot of this story is that the world has gotten really weird and dark and sad, and we need to go and collect these elements. And the elements are all kept in different areas, different kingdoms of not Jolion. Jolion is the kingdom that we're now going to, of Lunatea. So we are traveling the different kingdoms of Lunatea, trying to collect the elements and beating Liarina. Liarina also wants the elements so that she can do nasty, evil things. So we're going to stop her. So we come into Joliant Fun Parks. This is the kingdom of joy, of laughter, of fun, where whilst we're here, Tat has stolen the element that we took from the Sea of Tears, and Tat has an ability that allows her to split herself into two. So you may have seen that she was sort of black and purple. Well, she split into two. Sorry, not black and purple, white and purple. The white side went into one area of the park. The purple side went into this area of the park, the jungle side. So we get a choice as to which version of tat we chase first. It doesn't matter which one you choose. The other tat has always got the element. So when we get to the end of this end of Jungle Slider, we will catch tat. We will catch the purple version of tat and discover that this tat does not have the element. The other one does. This is the first slider level, the first jungles. Well, this is Jungle Slider, the first slider level. Another very typical level. We're going to see a lot of these where Klonoa has this board and goes for a big old slide. To be honest, certainly in this first early one, there's not really much to it. We don't try and grab a lot of stuff. You'll see I'm completely ignoring all of these collectibles. We're just holding forwards as much as possible to just move. And one thing I now realize is my controller inputs aren't working because there was something I forgot to change. So we're not seeing any of my controller inputs. So that's not good. Might want to I don't really want a video. Might have to restart. Sorry, folks. My bad. We're going to have to restart. I don't want no controller inputs, but also I'm not quite sure why Sea of Tears didn't split. That was also very weird. I mean, I'm mainly doing this for myself now. All right, let's I know exactly what I needed to do. Don't worry, it's not a difficult change. I just have to go into ReWASD and there's a setting. But I'm pretty sure I have to have done everything else first and then change that setting at the end. Gamepads. I think it's this one. Hide physical controller. There we go. Yeah, it's still working. You can see the escape button in the bottom right-hand corner. If I was using a controller, if I push the plus button, you'll see that change to a B. So it's now detecting I've got a controller, and as soon as I use my controller, it's going back to keyboard. Okay. So, start fresh. Here we go again. Luckily, we hadn't gotten too far. I'm going to take my shirt off because I'm getting a bit warm, actually. Woo! Da-da-da-da-da. Now. I also need to Alt Tab and Alt Tab back in again to make sure that my FPS counter overlays, which it still isn't doing. Why is my FPS counter not? There we go. I don't know why that sometimes. I wonder if it's something with the game capture I need to do to affect that. Anyway. All right, here we go again. Sorry for I apologize for the reset rates. I'm just going to turn the game volume up a little bit because I don't think you guys can hear it very much. All right. Here we go. For realsies this time, hopefully. All right, here we go. Run of Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. This is the PC version from the Fantasy Reverie series. We're doing new game, any % support mode, which I will explain as we get started. So we're going to save over this old save. We're going to play on normal difficulty. There are different categories for each difficulty. However, we play on normal difficulty because it's what matches the original PS2 version of the game. The PS2 version did not have different difficulty settings. There was just one version of the game, and normal is what that was. There are speedrun tricks you can't do on hard, and this game is a lot more interesting if you're allowed to do the tricks that you can't do on hard, and easy is just a lot too easy. So select hard. Yes, we want to start. We get this opening cutscene, and time starts when I skip this scene. So 3, 2, 1.
Start.
And we have my little my little overlay there give us the start. Right, so we begin in the Sea of Tears. Klonoa has crash landed in this world, Lunatea. Doesn't really know why he's here, but he is what's called a dream traveler. So Leslie knew he was asleep, and then he kind of woke up, or is he in a dream? It's supposed to be ambiguous as to whether he's dreaming or not. And we are making our way through the Sea of Tears just to get to the other side, and we are after an element that's at the other end. I want to grab... Oh, there we go, this enemy. So the main mechanic of this game was its 2.5D platformer. And the main mechanic is this grabbing enemies and reusing them. For the most part, enemies can be reused in two different ways. You can either throw them like this, or you can use them to jump up into the air like this. So give yourself a little double jump. There are some enemies that do other things when you grab them. They're like that previous room. There was a little spinny one where if I grabbed that, it would just slowly float me into the air. But we'll use the mechanics of some of those later. There's a lot of puzzles in the game. There's a lot of platforming in the game. And the game really utilizes this mechanic of grabbing and reusing enemies really, really well. We're going to see a lot of that. We're also going to see a lot of this dude. This is Popka. I've just summoned him. Technically with the second controller. The idea of Popka is he gives you a little boost up into the air, which you're gonna see right now, like that. This is something that in the PS2 version and by default on every version of the Fantasy Reverie series is controlled with the second controller. You should have two controllers plugged in, and a second player controls Popka for you. It's just the start button to get him in, to get him out. And put him away, and then the square button on the second controller to get him to do this jump up into the air. Because we're playing on the PC version, we can of course use the power of input redoers and stuff like that to have it all done on one controller. I control everything from this one controller, which is very, very handy, very, very nice on the wrists. I used to run the PS2 version of this before we had access to all of that, and yet I used to have another controller on my desk, and I'd used to have to try and tap it with other buttons, and after close to 2 hours of a run, my hands would hurt. So it's really nice that on the PC version at the very least we can map everything to one controller and just have it all work nicely. It's very, very good. It's a bit of a pain getting it set up, but once it's set up, it's great. It's now another Lunatea, and the thing I love the most about the Lunatea is just the contrast from the Sea of Tears. So in the Sea of Tears it was really dark, stormy and all of that, and then we get this beautiful setting, this lovely music, this very, very bright, colourful setting, and this is the reason I love Klonoa. I love the graphics, I love the style. I mean, it looks gorgeous in this remaster. The music is just superb. Love everything. I just love everything about this game. It's such an underrated 2D platformer from the PS2 era. Very, very highly rated, but not many people played it. I think a lot more people have played the PS1 original, Daughter Phantom Isle, which is also featured on this collection. That game was also remade for the Wii, and it's just called Klonoa. And that's actually the Wii version is what Klonoa 1 on this collection is based on. So yeah, it's a bit of a funky one, but this remaster of the PS2 Klonoa 2 is completely faithful. It seems to be the exact same engine, just redone. We're going to abuse the 2.5D nature of the game by making a mess of that. Retry that. So I'm going to grab that moo, and I'm going to bounce off the moo and miss. Come on. There we go. That was not very good. Now I feel like I have to restart because I've completely blown everything. I'm dropping frames again, aren't I? Also, everything, for me, everything feels choppy. That's why I don't like playing in, I don't like playing in full screen. I don't think I can do this, folks. So I'm still dropping frames. I think we might just have to leave this. I'm losing the will to live. A little bit. Oh, I don't know why we're dropping frames again. Oh dear. Oh. I'm really tired. It's a shame that I've kind of spent so long getting this set up, and I'm now going to give up. As I say, I'm just kind of I'm losing the. I can see on OBS that I'm still dropping. It's not the frame drops aren't that bad, but it's still not great. I need to look at what I'm doing with uploads, because with streaming, because yeah, my upload speed is just nowhere near what it was before, so I need to reconsider that a little bit. The thing is, I've got a Klonoa 2 run that I'm pleased with, that I can submit to GDQ. With my Pixel Perfect Marathon 4 run. Hey, Thomas. So I can submit that. This is just... I think it's just finally defeated me. It's just everything that we've been through this evening. Like pushing and pushing and pushing, and now it's like I can't even get through any part of a run. I mean, am I even... So just seeing Twitch over on the other side. Yeah, we're still going. I need to have a look at OBS, cut things down a little bit. I still want to stream to YouTube and Twitch, because it's good and it's all set up to do it. It's just difficult because my upload speed is just not matching what it was. Trying to think what else. We could finish an hour early, but it kind of feels a bit off. I don't really know what else to do. I do actually need to submit runs to the GDQ, so we might do that now. Just have this end up being a bit of just a chatting stream. I'm gonna close. I'm close. Excuse me. All right, yeah. Let's just chill. Let's just chat. And yeah, I'm actually gonna get my SGDQ submissions that I can do set up. So yeah, if you've got suggestions and stuff like that, then obviously, let me know. Tell me. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's do this together as a family. And I've got some music on as well. Figured we could do with a little bit of music as well to sort of brighten the mood a little bit. So better log in. Actually, I might use... There we go. This is all fine. This is my public email address. Everyone knows this. Right, my submissions. Welcome to the run submission site for GDQ. Submissions close next week, 1st of April at 4:59. So that is... There are my notifications. That is a week today. Oh, so I still have a week. But I won't have next week's streams. So I've got this weekend still to do anything. So what I could do is I could at least get them all submitted here. And then... hey, Jonathan Irvings! Nice. It's still at least get them submitted here. And then if I have new videos to then add later, I can do. Oh, I have to log into this site as well. Now, question is, I can still go back and look at... Okay, it looks like I can still go back and look at old submissions, which is great, because I want to do that. That's the second submission, speedrun stage. So SGDQ 2024. Anyway, AGDQ 2025 should... No, that's the second submission. On the first submission period. Awesome Games Done Quick 2025. There we go. That was the last event I submitted for. And my submissions are also here, so I can reuse some of this information and just sort of update it. Which is cool. So, let's go into Summer Games Done Quick 2025. I am an online runner. Upload speeds is not great, as we've discovered. Let me just do a quick speed test. Run speed test. Oh, it's going to be really... My speed test is going to be really bad now because I'm currently streaming and uploading. So yeah, this isn't entirely accurate, so I'll have to come back and I'll put this in for now, but I will need to... It's 24.8. Just going to put 5 for now, but actually what I can do, I should be able to do, is run this test on my phone, and my phone will give me a better idea of what my speeds. Because if I run this on my phone, I get better speeds. It's only because I'm using OBS right now. This is my internet connection is slow. I may need to just have a look at... There must be something with OBS, like doing stuff that it shouldn't be doing. Yeah, if I run this same test on my phone, which is connected to the same network, it's just, you know, it's not streaming and using OBS. It's 15 megabits per second, so we'll put that in. So 15 megabits per second, appearance type webcam. Times, I should probably... Do I just select all of them because I'll just take holiday? Is this set all time? Oh, all times are in Eastern time. Did I? Availability is not so here. I'll do this on my own at some point. Or do I have to select something? There we go. I have to select something. I'll do this availability on my own at some point. Or do I do... Oh, do it now. The only thing is that all times are in Eastern time. I thought this updated so that it was always in your own time. So Eastern time is 5 hours behind. So I have to say... So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So I should say my final time for each day should be 9. Should be 9 p.m. I can't run after 9 p.m. up to 9 p.m. is 2 a.m. for me, and I don't want to go any further than that. Which also means I don't want to. Kind of earliest I'd ever want to start is probably 9 a.m. For me, 9 a.m. So that means I can start at work backwards 4 a.m. Oh, can I just do? Oh, that's handy. Oh, you can just click and drag. Okay, that's good. Right, I think I can just do this because I'm pretty sure. As if I end up having to run when I'd normally be at work, I'll just take the day off. I'll take a day of holiday. Yeah. This is saying that between yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So that's up to 2 a.m. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From 9 a.m. in the morning to 2 a.m. the following morning. It's just between 2 a.m. and 9 a.m. I'm not available. My time. So we'll do that. There we go. That should be fine. Right, submissions. Add game. Game title. Let's get the first one out of the way. Genre speedrun. Doesn't really contain flashing lights. Right, let's take my description from the previous one. And see if we need to update it. Let's have a read. Klonoa 2 is one of the hidden gems of the PS2, and 2022's remaster breathed new life into it. A superb platform with a unique mechanic whereby you temporarily capture enemies and reuse them to throw at objects, launch yourself into the air, or use their unique powers. These mechanics of these powers. Let's say these powers. These powers provide this isn't worded very well. Superb platform with unique ability, unique mechanic whereby you temporarily capture enemies and reuse them to throw objects and enemies, launch yourself into the air, or use their unique powers. These mechanics allow for these mechanics create excellent puzzles to solve or platforms to traverse, and it's a wonder to see how the powers are used in different ways. Cut that down. The game boasts gorgeous visuals that really pop in the remaster, and awesome soundtrack and really tight controls. Speedruns are mostly about tight movement, avoiding errors, finding innovative ways to bypass some of the puzzles, using the occasional glitches for our advantage. But sport mode breaks the game even further. Player 2 assist function that gives Klonoa a boosted jump. Uses sport mode to make big skips and traverse the world in ways the designers never considered. Or sometimes outside it. Sometimes we go out of bounds in ways the designers never considered. That still works, I feel. Content warning, there isn't one. Technical notes, I don't think I had any technical notes. Doesn't look like I had any technical notes for any of these. It's only used by the production team, not an issue. Right. Categories. So category name, any percent, normal, support mode, video URL. I need to now go into my actually playlists, Nick's marathon appearances, And I want this one. So this isn't my PB. This is my run from Pixel Perfect, which was really, really good commentary. People told me afterwards that it was really, really good. And it was partly because I was sleep deprived at the time. RTA estimate. What did I give last time? My RTA estimate last time was 1 hour 45 minutes. Sounds about right. This run was about 140. So add 5 minutes. That's about right. Description. Beat the game as fast as possible. Normal difficulty, including the two... Oh no, that's the wrong description. Beat the game as fast as possible. The normal difficulty matches the PS2's original's only difficulty. Support mode gives us use of Popka. Gives us the use of Popka, a support character that can slow a super high boost in the air. Having some interesting... I feel like this probably needs to be fleshed out a little more, but probably not too much more. I do think that less is more in this case. You shouldn't be writing heaps and heaps and heaps. It is good they've given you a lot more. Like, before this system of run submissions, it used to be you did not get a lot of space at all to write stuff. So it's good that they've added a lot more space. Let's change this to game breaking. Game breaking, skips, and glitches. Right, and would I want to submit... I've got 2 other categories here. I don't think there's any point in submitting these, because as a remote runner, it's unlikely that I'd get this in anyway. What was my speedrun.com time? I wonder if I could bring this down a little bit, because I do a lot of practice for it. Support mode, any percent normal, 132. I'll knock it down to 140, because the thing is as a remote runner, they don't want to have... Remote runners are never going to have runs at like hours and hours. So this is probably excessive. There's no point in adding the other categories. Right, so next, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, platform, PC. This game contains flashing lights. Description. Now, this submission right here that I'm now writing out, this got put onto backup at Awesome Games on Quick, so I know this can already do it. So I'm not actually really needing to change anything. Just got to kind of hope that they'll take it from backup. This one we can absolutely do both. Any percent European Extreme. Video, I need to work out which video I want to use. Estimate 125. Again, what's my actual... Let's check what my actual time is at the moment. Save live split. Get rid of it. It's my actual time. It's my IGT. This is... Oh no, this is very easy. Whoops. European Extreme. Thought I was a bit high up on the European Extreme. I don't think this is my best, actually. I'm pretty sure I've done better than this. Videos. Metal Gear Solid 3. Any percent European Extreme. 117.48. This will be the video I want to put up. Oh yeah, this was my run from. I don't want to put this video up. This is my run from. This is my run from. Lifeline for Linear. This is my Lifeline for Linear run, which ended up being a PB. That's an RTA of 1 hour 20. So in that case, we can say estimate still of 1 hour 25. And the video URL though, it needs to be a Twitch. Needs to be Twitch because Lifeline for Linear, I don't think they actually put a post out. Lifeline for Linear actually put a post out today, I think it was, to say that the VODs have been. Yes, the VODs have been uploaded to or all sorted on Twitch. They've said that they're not at any risk. For those that prefer YouTube videos, ping those when those are ready. They should be this week. So I'll put the Twitch video for now. Recent highlights and uploads. View all. We're looking for Metal Gear Solid 3. Gotta be in there somewhere. There it is. Let's just share. Oh, do I want to?
All right, everyone, welcome back. I hope.
No, that's fine.
You're having.
Apparently, it does not want to load. Anyway, it's fine. I don't need to. There I am. Right. So video URL this. RTA estimate should still be 125. That sounds... Oh, wait, no. My RTA estimate does not want to be 125. My RTA estimate wants to be whatever I got to around here. Which is just struggling to load. There we go. 109. So I can say 115. I can give an estimate of 115. That's nice. That cuts that down. Right. Description. Any % European Extreme. Do we need to update this any further? Complete the game as fast as possible on the hardest difficult instant game over if spotted adds a huge extra level of... get rid of the word huge. So adds an extra level of challenge, making stealth an absolute must. Boss battles vary wildly, with some kind of fantastic aim and timing, some with very weird or convoluted methods for looping and beating them without fear or retaliation, or some we can just cheese with very gimmicky strategies. Let's have a look at the game description. A masterpiece of game making, storytelling just through takes us back to the 1960s into the jungle as we witness the origins of Big Boss's story. Thanks to the Master Collection, we finally have an I can probably get rid of that line now. We sneak through the jungle, take on some epic boss battles on the way to save the world from a terrible nuclear war. As the submitted runs are done on the European extreme difficulty, it's an instant game over spotted by guards, so movement must be kept tight and controlled at all times to avoid being seen whilst still being speedy. Boss battles also become quite the gauntlet, whether that's through sheer force and good aim, and precise aim. Precise aiming, or just to get rid of that, or employing the wackiest combinations of attacks to keep them looped long enough to defeat them. Yeah, that sounds fine still. Again, this got onto backup last time, and it also got into disaster relief done quick, so that should be fine. Right, and then we want category name. All Keratons European Extreme. I'm not sure what my best video for All Keratons is at the moment. Because I have to go quite far back. So I think that's a very easy run. I have to go quite far back for that. European Extreme 140.08. 140.08. Apparently it's the world records. Carry extensions. All keratins. PC. Filters. Obsolete runs. Exclusive. European Extreme 140.08. That is the world. That is still the world record. It probably had good commentary. So a quick headshot. Do a trank roll here. However, I have done some marathon runs. Tranquilizer gun will instantly. This is a fake death pill. The fear will come over and inspect me. As soon as he starts moving forward. This has still got some good. I'm fine. I've got through now. Wow. Wasted 2 minutes. I've done better. I've done better commentary, and I do prefer to submit runs with good commentary than best times. So when's this video from? This video is from the January 2024. Wow. Okay. Playlists, next marathon appearances. Have this in a separate tab. Videos. So all I've got to do is search. Oh, I just put my disaster relief done quick video. There we go. Shareable link. A derp. My disaster relief done quick video for that. Estimate for this. That disaster relief done quick. It should be 127.26. Let's say 135. Play that. Yeah, let's say 135. 135.00. Oh, that actually, I think that's supposed to be. I don't know. That's fine. Description. Waka waka sound of a cute battery-operated toy frog being shot by the man who would become Big Boss. While saving the world from a nuclear threat is important work that won't distract Snake from his true mission. Shooting all 64 keratin frogs hidden throughout Metal Gear Solid 3. Some frogs are hidden in rooms you wouldn't normally visit in Speedrun. So this adds some extra exploration to the game, but with game over if discovered being active, boozing does take a big swing from normal run to make sure each frog can be shot without being spotted or shot whilst trying to defeat a boss. And for the times we don't have a gun, a very well placed grenade will have to do instead. All keratins, it's a great way to see just a little bit more of MGS3. That'll do. Submit run. I believe. Yeah, you can update them. I'm pretty sure it used to be that if you wanted to update them, you actually had to delete them and do them again. Right. New game. Game number 3. We got Unmetal Mini Ghost. I'm not submitting Metal Gear Solid. My fifth game is either gonna be Flashback or something else. It's only going to be Flashback if before Thursday's stream I can actually get my Sega Mega Drive working. So let's move on to Unmetal. Why not? Well, the game title is Unmetal. Platform PC, speedrun, description. Let's have a look at this description. This probably hasn't been updated in a while. Unmetal is a 2D indie action that pays homage to the 2D Metal Gear games on the MSX and is itself a successor to an MSX game. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that bit. No one cares. The MSX. It tells the comedic story of Jesse Fox, who is definitely not an elite commando under arrest for a crime. An elite commando under arrest for a crime he didn't commit. Jesse must escape a covert military base using his wits, fists, an ability to MacGyver mundane objects together to create weapons and tools. The game plays on tropes of the stealth and action genres, because there's two genres there, to hilarious degrees, but retains the right to be a very tightly designed action. But holds itself as a very tightly designed action game in its own right. If you thought Solid Snake had some weird boss fights, wait until you see what Jesse Fox has got to go up against. Sewer monsters. Let's actually describe them. What's some of the more memorable? Sewer. There's Sewer Junk is obviously one of them. Trying to think of which ones. Sewer monsters, samurais for thingy. Samurai, and a nuclear equipped submarine. Oh, sewer monsters, giant eels, and a nuclear equipped submarine are just some of the foes in store. The speedrun. Oh, I'm actually running out of space. So if we say that's so the speedrun is light on glitch. Let's not say light on glitches then. The speedrun combines tight movement and abuse of mechanics. Guard positioning in every room is random, adding a unique level of on-the-spot thinking that you don't get from Metal Gear's rigid guard patterns. No two runs are ever quite the same. That'll do. Content warning? Did I put a content warning before? Nope. Technical notes. Right, add category. And for these, I am going to do the same categories again. Or do we stick to just... no, I can submit all of them. Maybe not unperfect hard, because that's a little too long. Yeah, we'll submit any percent, all achievements. Actually, I might just submit any percent and perfect. Yeah, I might just submit any percent and perfect. Now this, I figured that would be that one. That's what I want. Copy link address. That is my run for hotfix. Estimate should be 55 minutes. And description. Yep, that should be fine. And then add one additional category. We're gonna have perfect as well, but that's it. Now this video is probably quite old. It's a year ago. It's nearly 2 years old, this run, but this isn't the one I'm banking on. It would be the this should be like 110. $110. This isn't the right. This is. I'd be banking on the any % hard run to get in. All secrets and all XP. XP is only gained by taking out guards without being spotted, increasing the requirement for stealth and significantly changing up the route. Includes 2 bosses that are skipped in any %. There we go. Submit. So that's on metal. I can add incentives to a run afterwards. All right. Mini Ghost next. Now, Mini Ghost I had said that I'd given up on, and I'm not really doing anything else with it. The advantage of submitting Mini Ghost to us, to this though is it's a very short run. It's probably the shortest run that I'm very good at. If I go to my runs on online, yeah, we're looking at runs that are like around the half-an-hour mark. Flashback, while considering flashback. Because as I said before, as a remote runner, they don't want you, they're not going to put you on for hours and hours. They want remote runs to be relatively short so they can get on to the next. You know, they don't want remote runners taking up too much time when they've got live stuff that's going on. Metal Gear Solid was at the last one. That's an illusion I'd considered, but I'm 17th, so and also I've only got 1 slot left. But this is the thing: Mini Ghost, 2 very, very short runs, and if they just want something short and sweet, Metal Gear I just can't do consistently. I wouldn't want to put that in. Twin Snakes I've just already done. Chi-Chi Charles I'm not very good at. There's only the Enders I wouldn't want to do. Wacky Races wouldn't want to do. Metal Gear, I've considered Metal Gear MSX or Ground Zeroes, but they have been in sort of recent ones. Not that fussed about them. I want some stuff that isn't Metal Gear. So this is why I think Mini Ghost is like the perfect remote runner game. Just if anyone wants to pick it up. So originally released on the MSX, Mini Ghost is a cute space-themed Metroidvania which got a PC release. I can get rid of that. We can get rid of all of that. Ghost has been hired to destroy an out-of-control computer managing a space station. Ghost. We could probably get rid of that line, actually. That's not that fun. Ghost infiltrates a mechanical labyrinth, avoiding enemies and pitfalls, gathering upgrades and items and collecting keycards to grant access to the eventual bosses. The run sees good route optimization to carve the quickest path through the maze of rooms. RNG is present with collecting cubes that are used to purchase necessary upgrades, getting out of the way to get extra cubes sometimes necessity. So let's, rather than saying going out of the way, so routing effectively to get enough cubes is a necessity. Sub-weapons collected from downed enemies. Down enemies would normally provide some extra variety, but just going for the biggest, most devastating makes the boss battles a blink and you'll miss a moment. Not quite sure why that wants me to do that. Oh. Yep, I think that's fine. And then we submit both, because the advantage with this one is they're both very short. So any %. Another. What video did I did I use last time? Was this a marathon run? Oh, there isn't one here. That would suggest this was probably a marathon run. I have a Mini Ghost 1947. What is my actual world record? 1606. I don't want to search across my channel. I just want to search in... I don't think I can search just in here, which is a bit annoying. Well, I suppose I can just do that, can't I? Right, Mini Ghost 100%. I'll probably use that one. It's my Insta Speedathon run. That was pretty good. So that's the most recent. Mini goes at any percent. That's 24 minutes. That's 23 minutes. That's probably a better run. We're going back to 2023 here. The only thing is this is quite... Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. How much damage I take? Gonna head to 8. It's quite slow. It's quite slow. 19 minutes compared to my world record of like 16 isn't great. So let's actually have a look at my world record. Because this run is only from 10 months ago. Oh, this has got no audio. Stupidly recorded the wrong output on OBS. Okay, so I can't use, definitely cannot use that one unless I go back and like add my own commentary to it. It isn't going to be worth it. So what I might do here then is a look at exclusive. I have a 16:21 here. It's formal world record. There's no commentary. All right, onwards to piggy bank. Protection. Protection, not only does protection increase your max health, it increases your current health by the same amount. So I'm fine. Phew. Rockets. I need at least one more. 2 more would be nice. But as I kind of discovered last... No, it's gonna have to be... I think it's gonna have to be this one. That Pixel Perfect one was an attempt at 100%, which went horribly wrong. That's a 100%. And this is going back to 2023. It's going to have to be this. It's going to have to be this one. So let's use that one. Estimate. My current world record is 16 minutes. So let's say 22 minutes. 002200. Whilst there are no requirements to collect any upgrades, some are essential for completing the game. However, to beat the game this quick, most upgrades are ignored, making it particularly weak, especially on the run up to and for the final boss. The run requires good knowledge and movement, and as all of the final bosses' attacks are random, you need very quick reactions to avoid taking too much damage in your vulnerable state. Yep, happy with that. Additional category 100%. So for this one, this goes back to April 2024, but the commentary for this would have been great. Except I can't hear it. It's really quiet. I know we've got we've got Spotify playing, but
5 cubes in that box. These little drill enemies, they will only attack you if you attack them first.
not sure about this one. Let's have a look at that one. That one would have had really good commentary, but it's not. The run went wrong and I died, and it just went horribly wrong. So we can't really use that. These are all any percent runs. So let's go and have a look at my current world record, which I bet has no commentary.
These are the kind of runs that I now hate doing, because it's like, if I get to the end and I'm like, 10 seconds off sub 30, but like, oh, if I just hadn't had that death right at the start, I'd be fine.
I wonder. Nah, I'm gonna have to use this one. It needs commentary. It needs something to it. What's the timing difference? Looking at 29, and this was done in 30. Ugh. I think for this one we go with this one, because if they want to see some quality, if they want to see how good I am at oh my god. If they want to see how good I am with the commentary for it, they can watch the any percent run, whereas this is a better timed run. And we can say 35 minutes for this. Let's do that. 0 0 35 0 0. Description. We can probably use the same. Whilst also collecting and purchasing every item, collecting, purchasing every item and upgrade results in visiting almost every room in the game as opposed to the 2/3 of an any percent run. Collecting cubes is vital as upgrades get very expensive, so careful routing and grabbing cube. So careful routing around grabbing cubes and getting cube collecting upgrades early in the run are essential. So instead of saying, however, a lot of this time is then offset by the fact that Ghost is extremely powerful with every upgrade. So boss assembly simply melts towards the end of the game. Submit. There we go. Right. That's 4 done. That's 4 games. I'm going to start playing this again now. That's 4 done. So the final game that I submit is going to be down to whether or not I can get my Sega Mega Drive done properly so that I could actually do a console run of flashbacks. That's going to be Thursday's stream. I should have a look at incentives. I do. Yes. Sweet. So Klonoa 2 will have a costume choice. Full run starts, estimate no extra time. And that's it, because I've only submitted normal support mode. I'm not submitting the others, so I wouldn't want to do anything else with that. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Upgrade to all keratins. Yeah, we can still do that. What is this clicking on? Okay, I'm not quite sure what was happening there, but so upgrade to all keratins. No video URL is required. Estimate is an extra 15 minutes. Incentive deadline before run starts. And description would require accepting the any percent run submission and then having the all keratin submission as an incentive. Relevant categories. So the relevant, we'll say for both. No, it's the relevant categories for any percent European Extreme, but then upgrade it. Yep, that's that one. Unmetal, we do have an incentive. We'll have the Jesse Fox costume. I don't know if any of my is it extra game content not shown in the run submission? It's not extra game content. before previous run ends. Description, Jesse Fox, gosh. Description, let's change that. Nick dresses as main character Jesse Fox for the run. Relevant category, any... That's that one. Add an incentive. Let's say upgrade to perfect. It's the estimate. Estimate difference depends on what I actually... The estimate difference depends on what I set. 110, so 50, an extra 15 minutes. So upgrade to perfect. 15 minutes. Incentive deadline before run starts. Description. Let's just borrow the Metal Gear Solid 3 one again. There we go. Would require accepting the 80% run submission and then having the perfect submission as an incentive upgrade. So we can do that. The last one, the sheep room. Yeah, we'll do sheep room as well. An extra minute. This does need a video URL actually. Start chapter 3, 17 minutes in. Adds an extra minute. If I click on this... I did put a video for this. Because I did a run.
Going in here, 3 different choices. The preferred ones would be detective.
Oh, this is
or guard. But there's one that says SHP. What's that choice?
HP. Oh, sheep!
So this was my BSG run. That the commentator voice you can hear there was the game's Unmetal's own creative assistant Jack Lafia. And this run that I did was specifically called a bad choices run, where every single choice I got given in the game I had to go with the bad choice. So for example, in this room you'd normally pick detectors. I have to pick the bad choice, which is sheep. I think in there's things like at the very start of the game when it asks how many guards there are, I have to say 2 instead of 1. When given the choice of taking the machine gun boat or the rocket boat, we take the rocket boat because it's the worst one. So it's well, yeah, every single time you get an option, you have to pick the worst. Like when it comes to fighting sewer junk, you have to say it had 2 tentacles because then it becomes it had 24 tentacles instead of the 8 tentacles or whatever. So we've got the video URL for that. Relevant categories is I think it's just any percent hard. I don't think no, I think I can do it for perfect hard as well, because for perfect hard you don't, if I recall correctly, you don't have to, for perfect in that chapter you don't have to select guard. It's only unperfect where you have to select guard, because it becomes like bonus. It becomes like bonus XP. I'm going to double check though. And the way I'm going to double check is with my own notes in the Unepic Games Speedrun Wiki. If you've never seen this before, this is the Unepic Games Speedrun Wiki, which is a wiki I have built exclusively on my own. Anyone can edit it, but no one else ever has. It's not got a huge, like, Unepic, Ghosts, and Pampas. Pampas's got a little bit of stuff in it, I think. Not that much. Mini Ghost has got a little bit of stuff in it. I never really did much with Mini Ghost because I didn't. Oh, it looks awful. I wrote a load of stuff in about it, but like the any percent guides. If I recall correctly, the any percent guide which doesn't want to load is apparently just simply. I'm pretty sure it's just. Yeah, just watch a run because there's not that much to it. Anyway, this isn't what I'm here for. Yeah, I can simply learn by watching a run. But yeah, I put in a video where all the mines are. Anyway, that's not what we want. Unmetal. Unmetal, however, is extremely extensive. There is stuff about everything. So chapter 3 in the Lion's Den, standard XP 15, bonus XP 3. Note a secret and a spiritual. Yeah, beat the game as fast as possible while obtaining all standard XP and all secrets. You do not need the 3 bonus XP from the extra guards for the sheep. It's only in unperfect where you need the bonus XP. Cool. So yeah, for that I can say that that's available for perfect as well. And then Mini Ghost, I didn't accept any incentives. You could do one for like character choice, but it does affect the way the game looks and feels. So I'm not sure whether I'd want that. I suppose actually I could. What was the time difference between the two categories? 17 minutes. I might as well do that incentive then. Upgrade to 100%. Estimate 17 minutes. Incentive deadline before run starts. Description. Again, we'll use that again. Would require accepting the any percent run submission, then having the 100% submission as an incentive upgrade. Relevant categories, any percent. Right, that's 4 out of 5 done. It's now just down to whether I put anything else in for the last one. That's it. That's the stream. We're done. No more. It's over. It's finally over. Night, everyone. I'm just going to end because I'm tired. Night, night.